Welcome to the very first episode of From the Bunker. I'm Josh, and with me is my best golf buddy in the world, Dustin, D's 2424. This is a podcast all about golf, guys, the good shots, the bad ones, and everything in between.
This is Dustin here, guys, and we're just two average golfers. Love the game, love to talk about it, love talking about tour and everything else. We just want to bring some fun and realness to this golf world.
And before we get started breaking down the pros, all the gear, and everything golf, we just figured we should start out and let you know about us, who we are, how we got into golf, and what kind of players we are, on the course. So, Dustin, how'd you first get into the game of golf?
My dad's best friend actually played this, and I didn't get to play golf for a long time. I played baseball. Dad was afraid it'd mess up my swing. So I was 17 the first time I jumped on a golf club, man. And it was pretty sick.
That's awesome, man. My dad got me into golf as well. So that's awesome. Our dads both kind of got us into golf. Do you remember the first round or the first time you hit, just that pure shot?
Man, I do. The first round I played was at Old Fort Golf Club in Murfreesboro. First round I played, great golf course. Probably the first time I ever hit one. Well, it was the first time I've ever hit one pure off of actual grass. I went to the driving range, for a couple of weeks. But yeah, I remember that first shot.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I really don't remember my first time playing or my first pure shot. A little funny story I'll tell just quickly. I remember the first time my dad took me with him, and I wasn't playing. I was just driving the golf cart, and I thought it would be funny to take off on him. Well, I took off towards the green. So that was a experience for sure.
Oh, I guarantee it.
What made you keep playing instead of walking away like most people do after, those first few rounds when they, aren't very good?
Man, I'm an athlete. I grew up being competitive. So when we first played the first couple of times, I sucked. And
Me too.
when you suck at something and you're an athlete, you're not used to, being terrible at something. You just like, hey, this is so frustrating. I got to get good. Like, I got to find a way. These guys on TV make it look easy at that time.
Yep.
It was a little different with the TV coverage and stuff. And it's like, this can't be that hard.
Right.
I play baseball, for crying out loud. I can hit a 95-mile-an-hour ball thrown, but I can't hit this thing sitting on the ground. So it just drove me nuts, man. It was crazy.
Yeah. I actually did quit playing for a long time. So I just picked the game back up a year ago. So my answer would be completely different. I actually did quit at it and I still suck. And now I'm just, insane. So last one on this category here. If you had to describe your golf game in 3 words, what would it be like? And I think we should do you telling me 3 words that describe mine and me telling you 3 words that describe yours.
All right, we can do that. So I would say your golf game, 3 words would be inconsistent.
Yep.
Erratic.
Yep.
Emotional.
Yep.
So
I would say for you, it is great greens. We'll say that, or greens. We'll just say greens as one word. We will say fast, yes, because the man zooms a little bit, especially when he gets in the zone. And then we will say blocked, because your favorite thing to say is I blocked it.
I do say that when I do it, and that tends to be the miss.
Well, let's talk about what's in the bag. I know you're excited to talk about this. What is in your bag right now? Any older clubs that you keep in the car and might switch back and forth to, or are you got a set bag?
All right. So do we want to go bag and all here? So right now I've got the Ask Echo carry bag.
Yep.
That's what I've got. I have that because it has a cooler in it.
Love the cooler.
Love the cooler. It holds just enough for me, so it's perfect. With that being said, disco stick, as I call it, big stick. We have a Titleist TSI 4 9 degree.
Yep.
It is turned down 1 degree.
So playing as an 8.
Yeah, played
Okay.
as an 8. I've got a 65-gram limited run hazardous stiff shaft in it. With that being said, then the next thing is you talk about an old club. Here is an old club. My 3-wood is an old Pro Trajectory Titleist. I believe that's the 915 maybe on that one. But you talk about old, it's got a sweet spot the size of a dime.
And you can hit it.
I do hit it. I don't swing it a ton, but when I do hit it, yes, it's usually a tee box thing. I don't really hit it from the fairway. Then we'll go, since I started big, we'll keep going bigger to smaller. I carry a Callaway 3 Hybrid AI Smoke.
I'm an AI smoke junkie, but I have none.
With that being said, it's got I believe that is a 60-gram shaft as well. It's a Ventus shaft in that one. At stiff, it's set to neutral. I hadn't changed anything on it. It stays the way it is. Then when we start getting into irons, I am still hitting a Titleist AP2. I've had these things forever. I love them. They've got the True Tipper Dynamic Gold stiffs in them.
Great shaft.
Yeah, unbelievable shaft. One of the best shafts ever made, in my opinion, for an iron. But that's what I'm rolling with on a 4 through pitching wedge. Then wedges, I carry Vokeys. Mine are SM9s. Stiff shaft, of course. These actually have Golf Pride grips on them. It's only clubs in my bag with Golf Pride. My irons, I carry a Lampkin, but everything else runs Golf Pride. I have a 52, a 54, and 56 in the bag right now. I think it's only the 52 and 54, though. Those are all S grinds, I do believe. F grinds, take that back. They are F grinds on the, and bounces go from 8 to 10. I have 2 8 degrees, 1 10 degree. When I get into the money stick, the flat stick, it is a Ping Answer milled. So this thing's about 3-4 years old now. It does have a Super Stroke Tour 1.0. I do not like big putter grips, so, but it is a 35 inch, and that's what's in my bag. Now, when we get into, what else is in there? The sleeve of balls right now is Wilson Triads. Love the 3-piece they have. It's super windy. I go to AVX. So that's pretty much all in all what's in my bag. If you want golf gloves, they're all Titleist, and there's a bunch of them. So
Yeah, and for my bag, I'm rocking the Ask Echo cart bag, which I like the cart bag a little bit better than the carry bag, but that's me.
that's because you don't do any walking.
Yeah, that is because I don't do any walking. As far as clubs go, I'm rocking with the best driver in the world, the Sim 2 Max. I also have the Sim 2 Max 3-wood now. Carry a 5 hybrid. It's from my very first set. Playing as an adult, it is a Tour Max, baby. And then going down to irons, I carry a old 1995 Wilson Pro Staff Blade, I believe it is. I mean, that thing is like
Yes.
Blade. I use that kind of for like, a utility iron to get out of like the trees and shit like that, keep something low, get it back in the fairway, punch shots, stuff like that. It's something that I'm not scared to mess up. Like if I'm near a root, which is often. And then get down to my iron sets. I've got a 6 through P right now. I'd like to have a 4 and a 5, but I'm rocking the TaylorMade RSI 1s. Probably I'll upgrade those in 2026, hopefully. And wedges, I got 3 different brands.
He's got 3 different brands. I tell him all the time, 3 different brands are 3 different weights.
Yeah. So I've got a TaylorMade High Toe 50, a Jaws Raw 56, and a Volkey 60 degree SM8 that now I only use out of the bunker thanks to my Copart over here, green side bunkers. And then as far as putters go, I have something that not a lot of people have in the bag, and I like it because it's heavy and it helps me with putting. I feel like I roll it. I'd say the best word is decent. I'm not great at all, but as far as all the putters that I've used, it's the one that I'm the best with. And it is a Argolf. They're made in France. Pretty cool brand if y'all want to look them up. And then as far as ball goes, you're going to find a lot of match flies in my bag. I play anything from the soft fly, the true fly. I've been playing the true flies, which is a 3-piece ball. It's not a soft fly or a straight fly. It's the step up from that in between the tour and their cheapest balls. So that's what I've been rocking as of late. So that tells us what's in the bag.
Guys, also, if you pay attention to the golf courses we play, you'll find a lot of these max flies in areas that are not on the fairway. You pick one up, it's probably Josh's.
So after you find my ball, what is your favorite club in your bag right now that you're playing, and why?
I would say with mine, it is my 8-iron's just my money club. It's the one club that I can hit nonstop. I know what it's going to do.
Yeah.
I know kind of what I need to do to, gas at an extra 10 or what I need to do to take 20 off of it. So, and you've seen that 8-iron enough of us playing. The wear pattern on that's pretty dope. So you can tell it's my favorite club to hit usually if I'm in trouble.
Yeah, there ain't no doubt about that. I don't have wear patterns.
He does have wear patterns, guys.
They're just sporadic.
They're sporadic and they're at the very bottom of the club usually.
Any new gear you've been wanting or eyeing lately? I've got an idea what this will be.
Yeah, I'm ironing a new set of irons. Everybody knows this. I was wanting to get new irons last year, decided to let the wifey get some and keep playing mine. I said, I can get through these another year. I do want a new set. It's in between 2 sets, I will say that. And if I go with one set, save a little bit of money and have to club up, it will be a different thing for me because it'll be the first time I won't have Titleist in the bag. I'm a big Titleist guy. So that's kind of where I'm at, looking at buying new irons. That's the new thing I want more than anything. So,
yeah, I'd say for me, a new set of irons too. I've got my eye on a few different sets. I really, really like the look and the customization of the vices, but don't know. I like to hit something before I buy it, hold it in my hand. That's my only thing that I don't like, I guess, about like Tamco and Vice is they're not in the store, so you can't swing them.
So if y'all are listening to this and any of y'all have Tox which I know somebody's got some, or you have Vice irons, give us a shout.
Yes.
Josh wants to swing one a couple of times before he goes and buys new irons. Or if you know where we can get him fitted for some at, let us know.
Absolutely. So we talked about the clubs. Let's talk about who inspired us and our golf heroes. Who's your favorite pro golfer right now?
Right now, mine is a guy that you know well now, and not a lot of people get to watch this guy, but mine's Jon Rahm. I love watching Rahm play. Short, compact swing, hits it a mile when he wants to, and really thinks his way around a golf course now and can hit some unbelievable shots, as we've seen in the Ryder Cup.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he went all. I would say that my favorite golfer right now would probably be what a lot of people's answer is going to be, and that'd be Scotty. I mean, I know that's the basic answer, but it's just hard for me to pick anybody else. I like a lot of people and how they, interact or, on social media or whatever. But just as far, I love watching Scotty play golf in a tournament, not in the Ryder Cup, but in a tournament. I love watching him play.
Yeah. I mean, Scotty's killing it, man. I mean, he's going on a run. A lot of people will say is Tiger-esque. So there's nothing wrong with that. He is the number one golfer in the world. ranked wise.
Yeah.
I have a different opinion about that. We'll save that for another time, though.
If you could clone any golfer's swing and make it your swing, whose are you picking?
Freddie Couples.
Great answer. Great answer.
I mean, if you don't say Freddie Couples, I don't think you watch golf, to be honest with you.
I would say probably for me, it would be John Daly.
Whew. I don't know if my body could take what John did.
I know with the condition I'm in, my body definitely couldn't do it. But man, just, I mean, to hear him talk about it in the way he says he can see the club head in his backswing like that. I mean, it's just, It's awesome.
It's a deep one. Yeah. It's a deep one. When people talk about getting to the top, he got to the top, past the top, over the top of Everest, and then come back down. Yeah. That's about where he was at.
He invented over the top.
Yeah.
What's the favorite golf course that you've ever played?
My favorite I've ever played. When we talk about that, let me think for a second.
I'll tell you mine while he's thinking, and this is going to shock him probably, but my favorite course I play all the time, and it's Crosswinds. And I haven't played a ton of great courses, but the thing for me, and the reason that that's my answer, is I can go there and most of the time put something that I'm okay with on the scorecard, and I just get the most enjoyment out of it. I've played way more nicer courses, but the problem is I go there and I shoot 125 because my game's just not where I need it to be, so I can't handle them. So for me, my favorite place to go, if I could go in, like, that's where I like to go, just because it's got a badass vibe, good views, all that, and I can normally put some sort of number I'm most of the time halfway decent with on the card.
I mean, I've played some really good, nice, difficult tour level courses.
I know.
But with that being said, I'm not saying that I wouldn't put them in my favorites. I would honestly probably say my favorite would be Dale Hollow up here in Kentucky.
I like that.
Because the views, you really don't ever see anybody else on the course. You're not very rushed. Wildlife, the view, it's a great course. It's in great shape. It's always mint.
Yeah.
So I would go with Dale Hollow just because of that, because I do like seeing the scenic views. I mean, you got to drive an hour and 40 minutes in the middle of nowhere, but it's a place that's just relaxing, playing, I've played Bethpage Black, and playing there, it was cool, but I mean, dude, the course ate my lunch, so it wasn't very fun or memorable for it. It's just to say, hey, I went and played a course the pros play. So, yeah, I would go with Dale Hollow or Fall Creek, but I would say either one of those. They're a lot alike, very similar courses.
I like that answer a lot. Dream golf destination. No, money don't matter, time don't matter. You've got all the money and time in the world. You get to pick one place. Where are you going?
Australia. Don't even care what course, going to Australia. And I'm bringing back a kangaroo. I want a kangaroo, and I'm bringing him back. We're going to kidnap one of them.
I like that. I'm pretty sure I asked you about going to play golf in Australia like 3 weeks ago, and you told me to F off.
Well, you said money's no object. If I can fly private, I'm down.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm not going to sit on a commercial airliner for the 20 hours or whatever it takes to get there. I'll be in jail because I'll murder somebody's kid that's screaming in his back. But I mean, money's no object, and I can fly private. Yeah, we're going to Australia.
Yeah, I would probably have to say probably Scotland.
I get that.
I'd go to that where they play the Open at over there.
St. Andrews?
Yes.
The home of golf?
I couldn't think of it. St. Andrews, and
the old course.
I would hang out in the new Tiger Woods and Justin Timberlake restaurant bar and just, play shitty golf. Favorite golf YouTube or content creator that got you hooked on golf YouTube / social media golf?
I would say the guys that I like for entertainment purposes, without a doubt, is going to be Bob Does Sports. Yep. Bob, Cold Cuts, Fat Perez, Jet, those guys do great everyday stuff, and they they remind me of me and my buddies. You get to see that a little bit. I know last night we were doing a live with some of my buddies, and you can just see the banner between us, and you can kind of tell that's kind of that Bob Does Sports vibe. I'd also give a shout out to the divot dudes, because I kind of like what they do. They go get
Yeah.
pros and say, hey, this guy's a 9 and the other one's a 12 or 13 or whatever he is, and hey, we're gonna play scramble against you and see if we can win. I kind of like that. It's kind of dope, and they're local, so we get to see a lot of courses and say, hey, we want to go play that course now. So
Right. And they also do all them giveaways too. Like they'll do they'll walk up to you on the range and say, how far do you carry your driver? And you get within 5
190.
yards.
I'll tell them 190.
Yeah. That's what I would have to tell them. But yeah, you get within 5 yards, they give you like a driver or a putter or, couple boxes of Titleist balls or something like that. For me, I would say, really Bob Does Sports is really what got me hooked on, and was my inspiration for starting my journey here. But as far as watching a man play golf on YouTube or social media, I love watching Grant. That kid is just so smooth, so good. And I'm talking about Horvath, not
Yes.
good. Nothing against good. Just saying, I enjoy watching Grant. He is really, really good, I believe. I really think if he could win tournaments, I think he would be a problem.
Yes. And I tell you what, just because you said that, I didn't think about this guy, but the Busted Jack crew, the littler one, he's another guy that is a tempo swing that's like relatable. He's not going out there shooting 8 under. He's not doing that. He's not trying to do that. He's going out there, and if he can scratch out a par around, he's happy.
Yeah.
So,
and just to touch on Bob, like the reason that I found so much in him is like you mentioned, going out and doing something relatable. He was going out shooting 85, 90, whatever. And I'm like, well, if he can be funny and do this shit, I can be funny and do this shit. So that was kind of the reason that I did that. But enough with the seriousness here. Let's go a little funny. Tell me, what's your most embarrassing golf moment?
Most embarrassing. So I would probably have to go with, man, we were playing in a tournament one time. I know exactly what I'm going to talk about here. I'm playing in a scramble. I'm the anchor, of course, on this scramble team.
Always.
I'm not always the anchor, but I was on this one.
Don't be humble.
And it had gotten kind of late into the round, and we weren't hitting it well. I mean, we just weren't. And there were some beverages consumed. And when I say beverages consumed, I'm not talking about normal beverages. We had a mason jar in a golf bag.
Okay.
So we get up on the last par 3 we're on. It's closest to the pin. There's about 7 other carts that have pulled up waiting on us, because as soon as we're done, they're done. And they're like, hey, we'll sit there and watch some of these guys, because we knew a couple of them. And I proceed to hosel it like Roy McAvoy at the driving range in Tin Cup, and it goes through somebody's golf cart.
Who hit that ball?
Who hit that ball? And it goes through somebody's golf cart. And the reason I say that is when you go up into the clubhouse after that, people are talking about it and all that, but you see that many groups sitting there, and they're like, man, this guy hit one through a golf cart. He shanked it so bad. And you turn your scorecard in, you've got a 14 under on the day, and next thing you know, you're number 1 in flight 1. There's a lot of people start asking some questions, even though it was legit. So it was pretty embarrassing to say we shot 14 under and then come in and everybody's like, well, that guy shanked it. I'm like, well, it happens, man.
It does happen. For me, I would say that I don't have one that sticks out, but the most embarrassing thing is when you're out on the course filming content and the group in front of you, the group behind you, they're looking, they're starting to notice, hey, there's somebody out here filming content. They're probably pretty good. And then they're watching you. You're hitting a 40-yard shot in, and they're on the tee box of the next hole, and they're looking back at you, expecting some greatness, and you just purely let them down. You just shank one, roll it over the back of the green, blade it, whatever, and they all start chuckling like, "Why is this guy out here filming content?"
Yeah, I mean, I get that, and they don't get it, but honestly, most people that film content are worried about the good shots, and that's all nobody cares about that. Most people want to see the real stuff, so there's no shame in it.
Absolutely. Have you ever had a club throwing moment that you're not proud of?
There's a Scotty Cameron in a pond at Gaylord Springs in Nashville.
$500 to whoever goes and gets it.
Well, it's been there since I was 22.
Oh, they've probably got it out by now.
Yeah, but yeah, first time I'd had it, it was a gift, and I had 3-putted. It was the 4th green in a row I 3-putted, and I tossed it, and then I realized what I just did.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never really thrown a club. I mean, I've tossed one or two, but I mean, first of all, I don't want to replace them. I'm a cheapskate. So I'm not trying to break my shit and then have to, stop at Dick's on the way home and buy a $500 club. That's just not what I'm trying to do. But I've definitely had some meltdowns on the golf course. There's no doubt about that.
I'll give you a quick story on one real quick. You hadn't met him yet, but he's been in a couple of our stuff. My buddy Nuts. So I'm playing with him.
Nuts.
I'm playing with him and another buddy of ours. And Corey's a big dude. Like, Corey's not no little man. He is gym rat, all that. And he is playing golf with us at Henry Horton. We're on the back. Corey's had a terrible day with the driver. And it's not even his, it's his brother's. He's borrowed it. We're on the back and he tops another one. And I feel bad talking about this, but this was way before social media and stuff like that. So we couldn't video it. I wish we could have. He tosses this bad boy. He throws his driver. His driver goes further than the ball, hits the top of a tree, and then snaps in half. And he don't even realize, until he goes and picks it up, he goes, "Shit." I said, "What?" He goes, "This ain't mine." Great. It was a great memory. Nuts will remember that. Well, I'll get him to tell you about it too.
That's hilarious. That sucks when you're borrowing somebody's stuff and it breaks. I mean, that's the worst, man.
Yeah.
Because then you got to replace it and it's not even yours. So you just bought your buddy a brand new something.
Yeah.
That sucks. I seen a kid, Braden, who gets in our lives all the time. He had a brand new driving iron. Can't remember what brand it was. I think TaylorMade. And he was on hole 15 at Kenny's hitting from the blues and was hitting that driving iron. And I was walking up from the 12th green over to that tee box to say hi to them. And he swings and the damn head comes rolling right by my feet.
Ooh.
The thing just come completely off. So I felt pretty bad about that. But moving on here, funniest thing you've seen on a golf course personally?
Watched the guys flip a golf cart one time.
Oh my gosh. Tell me this one.
Yeah. Literally flipped. And I'm not talking about laying on its side. I'm talking about this bad boy went ass over feet. Driving way too fast. You can assume that they were in the middle of about a 5-hour round. So we kind of know what was consumed there.
Oh yeah.
And there was a spot where you go left, which is where you're supposed to go. And there was a spot that went straight on the cart path. That is an old cart path. Well, they were looking backwards and kept going straight and hit about a 1.5 foot wall at full speed. And I watched the ass end of that thing come over that wall. I thought it was crazy and funny. They didn't think so. They did not think so at all. But I thought it was hilarious.
I would assume they had to buy the golf course a golf cart.
I don't know what you have to do in that because I didn't want to be around.
I don't want to find out.
Yeah. Once they seemed like they were okay, we got on and moved on down the road and laughed about it some more. I don't know what happened after that.
For me, I would probably say the funniest thing that I've seen thus far would be, and I'm not going to name him, but I went golfing with a kid that was talking a lot of shit in the clubhouse was talking a lot of shit when we grabbed breakfast and drinks, was talking a lot of shit on the first tee box, people around, and then got to the first tee box and shanked one. And you would have thought that Tiger Woods was coming out to play with us, and he hit one about 13 feet. And that just made my whole day. I thought it was hilarious.
It is pretty good when you get guys talking like that, man. And then, boom, first shots like that.
And he wasn't good. It's not like it was just a pressure mistake. He had a worse day than me.
Oh, yeah. Then he just, that's even better. You're like, what's wrong with you, dog?
What's your best shot ever, Dustin, and the one you'll brag about for a long time?
Man, I don't think I'm one to really brag about a ton of them. I've hit some good ones. I've hit some great ones.
I mean, just a few.
I would say I was playing with a buddy of mine we called Dobby at Two Rivers, little afternoon after work round, and I holed one out on a par 5 from probably 85 yards for an eagle. That was a pretty cool one. My about hit a hole in one last year. Literally had to have them come reset the cup. It's probably one of the better ones I've ever hit.
Wow.
And then par 3, Pine Creek. This will be the last one. Flush one, tracking. Like, can't be tracking no better. It comes straight down, hits the top of the flagstick, and then bounces back towards us and goes OB into the water. But it was still a great shot. Like, it was pured.
Yeah.
You couldn't hit a better shot. I could never hit that shot again in my life. One of the best golf shots I ever hit, and it cost me a bogey. So.
Wow. For me, I would probably say we were playing White Plains in Cookeville, Tennessee, in a scramble, and I chipped one in for birdie from about 30 yards out off of a little hill. It was a pretty impressive shot. It hit the middle of the green, right where I was aiming, and just happened to break the right way right into the cup. So that was pretty impressive. I chipped in a few times. Those are probably my favorite shots. I did hit one drive one time, like 295, and that was pretty impressive.
You had a chip in a couple of weeks ago that you've got on your TikTok page.
Yeah.
And if people pay close attention, I'm standing on the back side of the green. Before it ever goes in, I'm already got the hand up like Tiger. I seen that bad boy track.
Seen that bad boy. Yeah, that was a good one. That was my most recent chip in. And honestly, no, I'm sorry. I chipped in after that on hole 1 at Crosswinds from the rough in those bushes over the bunker, landed on the green, one bounce into the cup to save par. That was pretty good. And I've actually hit the flagstick like 3 times, like hit the flagstick on the cup and shot out recently. Ever since you moved me off the 60, my chipping game's got way better, way more consistent. Do you have any golf superstitions or pre-round habits that you have to do?
Pre-round habit, most definitely stretch. Now, depending on what we're doing and how quick we have to tee off, depends on how much stuff I do on that.
Yep.
But I've got a pretty quick stretch routine anyway from playing ball like I did. So I can stretch out pretty quick. I don't have to take, and then just know I'll get looser as it goes. Superstition, when we're playing our nice, good rounds of golf, like at nice places and stuff, and I'm on my game, my big superstition, and you know this, is I eat after coming off the 5th green, coming off the 10th green, and coming off the 15th green.
Uncrustables.
And it's going to be a peanut butter and honey Uncrustable. Sometimes I throw a little protein bar in there to change things up, but I 95%, if we're not playing it like P-Dub or somewhere like that, I'm eating on 5, 10, and 15.
Yeah. For me, I would say I agree with you on the stretching. Not everywhere we play has a range or anything like that, but I'm always going to stretch on the first tee box. And then superstitions, really don't have one. I mean, I like to, play the same ball marker if I had a good round or something like that, but nothing that I have to do. Well, let's wrap it up and tell everybody where we're headed with the podcast and with the golf for the end of this year and the upcoming 2026 that's right around the corner. What would be your golf goals for this year? And we'll talk about 2026.
Okay. So 2026, I want to shave like everybody else. I want to shave some strokes off. Like,
Yep.
no big deal. Want to do it. I finished this year, and I say finished, today is the 26th. I'm not going to be able to play before the Halloween. So pretty much end of the year. I got down to my lowest at this point this year was an 8.4. Right now I'm closing out at a 9.2.
Yeah.
So not bad considering I haven't played as much as I normally do, but I wanted to get into singles, got down into singles, almost creeped back up into the double, but next year, let's get it down to a 5. I want to be between a scratch and a 5. And I would say play more golf trips with the boys.
I like that.
That's going to be my 2 biggest things in 2026. I've got a lot of buddies that play now. A lot of them got into the game because of me, and they just different areas they live in, but play more golf with some of the boys, do some more trips.
I like that. For me, 2026, I hope to go down from the 21-ish handicap that I am now to at least a 15. I don't think that is impossible. I'm going to put in a lot of work over the winter and try to get ready to come back and get, playing some more consistent golf. That, and then I would agree with you, man. I haven't been on a golf trip yet. I know that we've been, hinting around at doing one here in a week or 2, but I have not been on a golf trip yet. So going on some golf trips, and I'm talking about like out of state, like let's jump on a plane and go somewhere for 3 or 4 days. So
I'll drive.
That.
If we can get there within 12 hours, I'm down with driving.
Well, I'll ride with you. Any tournaments or personal milestones that you want to be a part of or achieve in 2026?
If my life wasn't as crazy as it is with the kids and sports, I would try to play in some events more. I would like to go play Kentucky Am or Tennessee Am stuff, but I know there's a little golf association that's going to be coming out. I think they're going to be playing once a month. And yeah, 100% go play in those events. Hopefully be able to play in all of them. My kids keep me busy, but as long as I'm playing all of them, definitely love to go play in some of those, win a couple of them, maybe.
You will.
Maybe win all of them. I don't know. Depends on who's there. And then I would also say, with that being said, I don't know. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
I think that's about it.
Yeah, for me, what I'm really chasing is getting some more tournaments put on. We got through the one, did the first annual Small Creator Classic. We've got some plans in place to do 2 of those this coming year in 2026. One in the fall that will be like the one that we just did, and then the next one is going to be in the spring. And we're going to do some sort of scramble or Ryder Cup format, something team aspect-ish, switch it up from just every man from himself. And then we got some other things in the works, maybe some other tournaments, things like that. We'll get into that in another episode. And then as far as milestones, man, I mentioned it a second ago, just getting that handicap right. I get down to a 15. I'm not going to be satisfied, but at least I'll be more comfortable and playing a little bit more consistent. I'd like to get anywhere between 90 and 85. If I could go out and shoot that consistently, I'd be a lot more content and be able to enjoy going to places like Dell Hollow and things like that, is a higher rated course, and I might shoot 95, but at least it's not 125.
Yeah, and I get that, and I'd say for a personal milestone, I haven't done it, so I would love to get a sub 65 round in. I've never had one. Matter of fact, I don't even know the last time I was close. It's been a while, but I would love to. I'll put that on the card on the calendar and see if I can check that off this year too.
I thought you were going to say hole in one to see me in the Winnie the Pooh costume.
Man, I've been so close on them things that I've had about a chance, probably legit chances at about 5.
Yeah.
And with that being said, I've got a buddy who's got 3. And I'm like, dude, I'll just take 1. But yeah, I've kind of given up on that. If it happens, it happens.
Right. This last question, I'm going to ask it to you just a hair differently. What do you expect or want to get, or tell us what your goal is with From the Bunker podcast?
I just want to do a good golf podcast for people that like it. If you don't like it, it's not for you. That's fine. That's
right.
There's people that do a lot of podcasts I don't like that other people do, but I would like to get more information out there. And when I say information, I'm talking about let's get some golf superintendents on here that will tell you, hey, Poana does this, and describe, what they see and why they do this stuff, why they have courses with Bermuda or Zoysia, which by the way is still.
Let golfers learn something. Let them understand why they're doing what they're doing.
Let them learn. Let them have a little bit of fun stuff. Reach out to the guy and meet some people, man. I love meeting people. There's a lot of stuff out there in golf, and you can get a ton of good stuff, but I love meeting people. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. The days are long, but the years are short. So,
yeah, I mean, I think that we're going to be able to really, have a great golf conversation, talk to people that, aren't necessarily always on podcasts, like you said, like, greenskeepers, somebody that's like a general manager of a golf course, guys that are, going into college golf and what that's like, guys that are chasing mini tours or, grinding it out on the Corn Ferry Tour or, people like that. We're going to try to bring people
together like the Beatles did.
Exactly. We're all about love and happiness over here. So, man, I'm excited. I appreciate you doing this with me. I'm looking forward to it. I hope that everybody enjoys it. Now, this will not be our normal type of episode. We just kind of wanted to introduce ourselves. We'll be back. We'll come out with a schedule. Check our social media. We're on YouTube. We are on Spotify. We are on Apple Podcasts. We are on TikTok. We are on Instagram. Everything will be From the Bunker or From the Bunker Podcast. Check us out. We'll be updating you guys with a schedule of when the episodes will drop. And we will be starting to get some guests on soon. And our ultimate goal weekly is to talk about different golf topics, bring guests on, update you on what's going on in the golf world, stuff like that.
Yeah. And here's the other thing, like he says, we're on all social media platforms. If you want to have some fun interaction with people, I know you get some guys that do it, but we do a TikTok live every Sunday night, every Thursday night. With that being said, we get in there, we read your people's comments, we interact with you, we have a blast. I get sometimes, because of time, we do get in there, we're going over talking about some stuff that we might talk about on here, but it gives you interaction. So we can answer.
It's a different version. It's basically our live version of the podcast.
Right. And it gives you real time. That way we can interact with each other, talk about things. You got questions or things, that lets us do that. So, and then basically, if it happens at golf, guys, we're going to talk about it. I don't care if it's LIV, PGA Tour, TGL, if it's the mini tour down the road, if it's high school. Yeah, the high school state tournaments, anything like that. Kentucky AM, Tennessee AM, Georgia AM, it don't matter. If it's in our region, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But that is a wrap on episode 1. Hopefully you guys know us a little better and are ready to join us for this ride. We hope that y'all will like, comment, subscribe, the whole deal. We hope y'all enjoyed. Dustin, final thought?
Just make sure you follow us from the Bunker, wherever you listen to your podcasts at. We'll be on Spotify, Amazon, and Apple. Hit us up on our socials. TikTok mine is D's2424. We have From the Bunker on TikTok as well.
And then I'm Golf, the number 4 game.
Right. And we'd love to hear golf stories, worst, best, all that good stuff. But other than that, man, that's all I've got. So y'all know how I am. Peace.
Until next time, guys, keep it out of the bunker, or at least try to. We appreciate you.